So, I'm a pretty awkward guy. Killer opening, I know, but I need you to understand how socially inept I am. My social skills are on par with an old crusty dustpan, so obviously I like to avoid social interactions whenever possible. 99% of the time, you can find me holed up in my room, rolling gacha and watching anime like a true gamer. But every once in a while, I am forced to leave my lair for reasons like food and Ray, you've been inside for 12 weeks, please let us know you're alive. Now, it was on one of these occasions that I suffered what was undoubtedly the most painful, the most embarrassing, stomach-knotting social interaction I've ever had the misfortune to be an involuntary participant of. Get ready because this one's a doozy. On this particular day, I was dragged out by my family to go and have lunch together. Because that's what normal families do, I assume. There was some debate over where we should go, but somehow we landed on everyone's favourite sandwich shop, Waysub. We decided on Waysub. Well, hold on a minute. A storytime animator? Talking about their experience in a subway? You're just trying to rip off the odd ones? No. This dramatic experience just happened to take place in a subway. Waysub. And this story is also the reason why I can never show my face in a Waysub for the rest of my natural-born life. Anyways, back to my fable. We got in the car and off we went. To the sandwich shop. To my doom. Once we arrived, the place was pretty much empty, so we went up to the counter to order. As I was concocting my supremely stacked sub, I suddenly felt my brother nudging my arm. He then leaned over to me and whispered, "Hey, check it out. The cashier is pretty cute, huh?" I look over, and lo and behold, there stood a bewitchingly beautiful barterer of bread. In fact, she was so beautiful that I replied to him, maybe with a little too much enthusiasm, "Oh yeah, she is cute." Now, my mom was also next to me, and she must have heard me because she gave me the old intrigued parent side-eye. You know, the one you always get when you mention the tiniest detail of any human of the opposite sex. Now, I don't know if cashier girl heard me or not. I don't think she did, but looking back, the entire street might as well have heard me with what happened next. After our sandwiches were finished and we went to pay, I was finally face to face with the goddess herself. The baguette beauty, the deli damsel, the sandwich succubus, the gorgeous— "Excuse me, my son thinks you're cute." My mind immediately shut down. Sirens were going off in my head, panic systems were kicking in, I was subconsciously looking up the nearest graveyard to bury myself alive at after this. And all I could do was stand there like a blithering fool, stammering and sputtering, trying to salvage the last shred of dignity I had left. And after dropping that absolute nuke of a truth bomb, my mom just runs off to the dining area, off to munch on her tuna melt. The cashier just sort of laughed awkwardly and forced out a pitiful "thank you" before looking away, which is probably the best way she could have possibly handled it. Poor girl was working minimum wage, probably just trying to pay off a college education, and now she just got hit with the "random weirdo has a crush on you" card. Now, my humiliation quotient was already through the roof, but then I came to the dreadful realization that I still got to pay for these damn sandwiches. I had my card with me, but this card has a history of being a real pain in the arse of not working properly. Half the time it works fine, but the other half it just decides to give up on life. So there I was, still recovering from the mental crucifixion from earlier. Now I'm basically swiping with a 50% chance of either my bloody card working, or me looking like more of a total loser in front of the girl I just told was cute. I hold my breath, swipe my card, and it works! Oh, you thought. Did you forget the title of the video? Of course it didn't work. I suppose the gods just felt like taking the piss that day. And the worst part is, whenever it decides to not do its bloody job, the card machine specifically says declined, even though I know I have money on this thing. So now, not only does she think I'm a creep, she now thinks I'm a creep who's flat broke. And so the girl says, with the heaviest sense of pity I've ever heard, "Sorry sir, it looks like you don't have enough of an available balance on your card." At this point, I was ready for a camera crew to jump out and put my suffering and humiliation on some sick prank show. So what is a man to do when he is face to face with a fair maiden, yet his funds are lame? Well, I proceeded to pull off the most alpha, Giga Chad boss move possible in that situation. Mom? Mom? Can you pay for this, please? You have no idea how humiliating it is to have to call for your mother in front of someone you want to potentially woo/impress. And mind you, I wasn't exactly rocking the freshest threads that day either. All I had on were my shorts, flip-flops, and my officially licensed Undertale Undyne t-shirt, available only at fangamer.com. And so finally my mom came over and she paid for my sandwiches with the smuggest grin I have ever seen. Yeah, you're proud of yourself, Mom? You're proud of mentally throwing your own son into a vat of metaphorical acid, filled with similarly metaphorical sharks? I could literally feel my soul leaving my body, and at that point, I was ready for the angels to sweep me off to the afterlife, never to return. And that's why I will never go to a waysub ever again. What? That's it? That wasn't even that bad. Oh no, my dear. The fun is only just beginning. But if I don't stop this now, I am going to burn out and crash from animating this video for
64
days straight. So as much as I hate to do this, I am going to have to continue this gripping tale in a part 2. So look forward to that, whenever it comes out. Thank you so much for watching. Man, this has been a crazy ride. But thanks for watching, it really does mean a lot to me. I know I haven't uploaded in God knows how long, but this video was a lot of work, to say the least. It is my longest video yet, and I'm so glad I managed to pull it off, somewhat. As for part 2, you might have to wait a little bit longer, because I am pretty busy these days, and I don't get a lot of time to animate, but I am planning to work on some other videos first, because animating this story back to back would just absolutely destroy me. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and now I am going to go collapse on my bed and sleep for 10 hours, because it is currently 3 in the morning. See you next time.